Everybody put your legs between your head and kiss your ass goodbye. Chinese space station Tiangong-1, might be mispronouncing, hurtling towards Earth for re-entry. Don't worry, they have a vague idea where it might crash. Somewhere between the North Pole and the South Pole. No, seriously, they have no idea where it's going to crash. Could hit a resident. Could hit the ocean. Who knows? That's playing Russian roulette. But anyway, let's jump into the story. Chinese out-of-control defunct space station, words you probably never want to ever hear ever again in your life, headed towards Earth and currently expected to enter the atmosphere sometime in the next 24 hours. So not only do they not know where it's going to crash land, but they don't know when. If you see a great big fireball coming towards you, it's probably the Chinese space station. You might want to run. Also, apparently rumours are Hillary Clinton will be blaming the Chinese space station for her 2016 presidential election in the upcoming weeks. No, but seriously, some smartass set this tweet. If I get shot in an attempted robbery, avenge me. The 8.5-ton space lab, known as Tiangong-1, is likely to burn up in re-entry, which is expected to happen 37 miles above ground, so it only poses a small risk to people and property. Gotta love the confidence in this, right? It only poses a small risk. Nobody panic. But at the end of the day, we'll put on a very pretty light show, so it's worthwhile looking just for that. However, the exact timing when the craft, which is about the size of a school bus, will fall back to Earth is unclear due to quite the sun has been. What? The European Space Agency says it happens between today and early Monday, while Chinese Space Agency extend the potential landfall window to Wednesday. It could happen on Easter. It could happen on Good Monday. We don't know. Just keep an eye out, I suppose. But anyway, according to space.com, if the sun is active, the energy pushes it more strongly against the Earth's atmosphere. Oh, okay. Makes sense. The atmosphere then balloons and becomes denser at a higher altitude, and density impact the drag against Tiangong's orbital speed. Most of the US appear to be outside that likely landfall area, but senior members of Atmosphere Corp told space.com all predictions are subject to change based on new information, meaning they have no idea, really. Although Chinese station had received intense media coverage each year, around 1,000 large objects such as the lost satellites, rocket stages fall back to Earth. These numbers are projected to increase over the coming years as more and more satellites are placed into orbit. Experts say there is also an economic risk that Tiangong-1 could present to air traffic as it hurtles towards Earth. Just keeps getting better and better, doesn't it? The problem here is less the probability of an aircraft to be directly hit by space debris, which is low but not zero, but to be difficult to predict precisely the area of possible impact and the exact time of the occurrence because of uncertainties resulting in various of solar activity. Duskirk said, chairman of the Information and Communication Committee for the International Association of Advanced and Space Safety, told Fox News in a statement. The aircraft controllers could take more conservative approach, let's say, and totally close large areas due to air traffic for several hours if they don't have more reliable data about where the station is headed. To be honest, I don't think it's going to hit an airplane, so I think this has been a little bit maybe too cautious. Best case scenario, you see a great big fireball as you're flying around in the airplane. I thought it might be cool, but anyway. That type of closure has happened during other events such as volcanic eruptions. The good news is it's unlikely that anyone will be hit with debris from the rogue space station. When considering the worst case location, the probability that the specific person will be struck by Tiangong-1 debris is about 1 in a million times more than the odds of winning the Powerball jackpot. The non-profit Aerospace Corporation told The Sun, the history of spaceflight, no one person has ever been harmed by re-entering space debris. But there's always a first time. Indeed, only one person is known to have been hit by falling space debris. Wait, hang on, what? Start again. In the history of spaceflight, no known person has ever been harmed by re-entering space debris. And then in the next sentence, only one person is known to have been hit by falling space debris. Okay, so one person has been hit by it. Okay, interesting. American woman Louis Williams, who was struck by but not injured by a falling piece of the US Delta II rocket while exercising in an Oklahoma park in 1997. Okay, so they're playing word games now. And most famously, America's 77-ton Skylab crashed through the atmosphere in 1979, spreading pieces of wreckage near the southwestern Australia city of Perth, which fined the US $400 for littering. That's Australian humour for you. But yeah, guys, at the end of the day, look, we do have a video from Fox News. We'll play that for you now, and then we'll do a very quick wrap-up.
A Chinese spacecraft is hurtling towards the Earth and is expected to make impact later today or early tomorrow.
But is it all an April Fool's joke? Here with more is former astronaut and author of The Ordinary Spaceman, Clayton Anderson. Clayton, great to have you with us this morning. Happy Easter.
Thanks. Happy Easter to you guys.
So the big question I think a lot of people are wondering is, should they be worried about this? Is this something that could land somewhere near you?
Well, the odds are pretty astronomical that it will not. But I think if people are in the right place on the planet and get the right opportunity, they might see a pretty nice sight in the sky.
So walk people through what this is.
Well, the Chinese space station, which was launched a couple of years ago, is kind of out of control. They don't have the ability to keep it in orbit anymore, so the tug of Earth's gravity over time is pulling it back to Earth, and it will burn up in the atmosphere, I guess, sometime over the next day.
Clayton, we just had, if we could put back up on the wall, this is the 43-degree latitude. Everyone above and below this latitude, they're safe, basically, if you're in Antarctica, perhaps. But, you know, much of our country in South America, and you see Africa all within that. I think kind of the question is, can we get a better idea of exactly where? I mean, that's a pretty wide space of where this may hit.
Yeah, my experience is that they struggle to pinpoint this kind of stuff with any amount of accuracy. So right now, my understanding is it's a 6 to 12-hour window of predictions, and they can only show the ground tracks over the Earth. So if you see a plot with a lot of ground tracks today, at this moment, they look like most of them are over the South Pacific or Africa.
All right.
Wow. All right. So if they're lucky, maybe they get a good show. If they're not so lucky, let's hope nothing happens there. We'll keep an eye on this story. But it's great to have you with us, Clayton Anderson. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Clayton.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So at the end of the day, yeah, you get the idea there what's going on. Look, is this a big worry? No. To be honest, it's not. Do follow me on Twitter, because if I ever do hear about where it's going to hit, I will be posting links to the fireball, that is the Chinese space disaster. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not worried about this. I'm merely telling people because A, you don't have to worry about aliens invading if you see the fireball, and B, at the end of the day, you can go and watch it because it's kind of cool. Yeah, you know, hey, it's a space lab. I probably would have liked to have taken that and used it for my own evil eveness plan. But no, all seriousness, obviously, look, I'm not worried about it. I'm not really concerned about it. I'm more thinking it's cool. But hey, second coming, you know, maybe it hits us on Monday and we can claim it's Christ re-entering the atmosphere. I don't know. Guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If new, channel welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great day and enjoy.